All right. Well, I watched a movie recently that blew me away that I've definitely seen multiple times before, but so long ago that it was like very not fresh in my mind. Like the perfect time to watch a movie when it's like just this fresh in your mind. You don't really remember it, but you're seeking a little bit of adventure. And The Three Musketeers by Disney is one of those major ones. Now, the film centers around a musketeer in training, and I must say, the absolutely wonderful Chris O'Donnell pulls it off as like this young, charismatic, wannabe, amazing uh, uh, musketeer, so to speak. But you have some amazing casts. You have Kiefer Sutherland, you have Charlie Sheen, Oliver Platt, Michael Wincott. You have Tim Curry. Like it's just an absolute amalgamation of complete amazing acting. And like Charlie Sheen, I think, is the one who truly steals the show because Charlie Sheen has suffered a lot in the modern world. Charlie Sheen has most certainly had it rough, but back in this time, he was at his prime, and he just plays this like fantastically down to earth, lovely character. And man, they are so wicked looking in their little tunics there. It's amazing to see, and these are the types of movies that give you so much adventure, man. Like Chris O'Donnell is just like the quintessential hero of the movie, and the other characters all have their own unique problems, and the sets are incredible in this movie. It just looks like this adventurous world, historically accurate, kind of cool situation that's just like yeah, it gives you that sense of adventure and wonder that I think everybody craves from time to time. Now, the film follows the famous tale of the musketeers in Paris and France, and the wondrous nature of them. But this one takes on a little bit of a different tale. It centers around the plot for the cardinal to take over, played by the wonderful Tim Curry, who plays this just absolutely in his element, completely evil character. He's just brilliant in this movie and in many movies he's in. But in this one, he's just particularly sinister. I gotta say, Michael Wincott is so awesome in this. He plays this kind of like evil type of character, and he's like really sinister and kind of like, yeah, he's such an incredible character. But like, what a cast that the Three Musketeers has! Like, what a cast! It's just jaw dropping. Uh, like like acting. And when you go with Rotten Tomatoes and it's got a 30% fucking rating, you just realize that it's like people are stupid. This is a wicked movie, and it's so full of adventure, and it just brings an absolute grin to your face the best of times. Like, yeah, I mean, it's a type of movie that is like, it's a classic. It really blows you away. Charlie Sheen is just so great in it, and it makes you just love Charlie Sheen that much more. But it's kind of like a Disney film. It has like some lightheartedness to it. It's not quite as dark as The Man with the Iron Mask. It's a type of movie that is just kind of like, yeah, it has downsides, and it is kind of goofy and silly and tame, so to speak. But I think that that's its strong point. I think that it's a feel good movie. It's really good and lighthearted, and it's just wonderful. It's just a wonderful movie. And yeah, like that's the kind of thing that you seem to want. If you want an adventurous, feel goody type movie, this is one for you for sure. one that really steals the show is Kiefer Sutherland's Athos. He's like this just kind of brooding, hardened musketeer who's definitely had problems in his life with his marriage and love life, and he's humble and he's calm and he's just very very strong. It's great. I've seen Kiefer in this role. He's brilliant. His long, lustrous hair, his nice flowing beard, he's just amazingly cool like this. And how drip is their outfits? They are just absolutely brilliant looking in their blue tunics or whatever they're called. All of the set design here is wonderful. It looks really, really, really good, and it is like it's kind of like has that Shrek look to it. Everything is just very high fantasy, even though it's based in historical. It kind of has a feeling of fantasy to it, and I think that that's what they were going for, considering it as a Disney movie. It very much has like this overwhelming tone of fantasy and intrigue to it. So yeah, it's a wonderful movie. Definitely watch it. It's a classic in my opinion. It's like the quintessential Musketeers, so to speak. So I would watch it for sure. It's so freaking good. And if you're going through like a 17th century kick like I was, it's gonna fulfill every single box that you want checked. Charlie Sheen has no doubt from this point forward had a rough life with going through all the tiger blooding that he has. But in this, he plays something that is in his true element. He is a down to earth, a little bit rambunctious, but ultimately very caring human being. And he's like that kind of person in this where that you always wished Charlie Sheen would be. He's really, really caring. He seems kind of, compassionate. He seems kind of a little bit more on the side of, good. And, it's tragic to see that Charlie Sheen in real life, struggled with addiction, struggled with madness, struggled with all these things. You go back and you watch these roles of him where he's just this very, very, very nice human being, and he seems just so damn cool. So I mean, Charlie Sheen he's glowing in this movie, and you just can't help but smirk every time he's on screen because he's just so damn cool. And the four musketeer or the three musketeers that become the four musketeers are just this great combination of people that are just so wicked. And I really really like this movie. It seems like such a unbreakable classic, but it's pretty sad to see that it's gotten some mixed reviews, and just goes to show how like people are so critical of these older movies. Because I would imagine seeing this in theaters would be just a wonderful spectacle, and you would have to kind of see this movie as like a good movie in the theaters. Like this would be amazing to see in the theaters because it just is a roundabout story. It's really good, it's really wholesome. The good guys win. It has good people in it. So yeah, I loved Three Musketeers. I think it's a fabulous movie and definitely recommend. The Three Musketeers harkens back to an age when musketeers were freaking awesome, and this like mythos of musketeers is so amazing, and I cannot recommend it enough because when you're on a kick for these types of historical movies, these types of movies just blow you away, and is just truly awesome. That valentry that seems so lost in our world, where everybody's just kind of just blah through life. Man, what would it be like to live back in the age where you could just go and grab a sword and go on an adventure? It like, yeah, it really is that, adventurous time in our history that's so lost today. And, everything is just so interconnected and everybody's so well known to the system. It just like, yeah, it really makes you wish for a time when there could just be just true adventure and valiantry, and your exploits would be, talked about in storybooks, so to speak. Like that age of storytelling, of what people could become, given their honor and valiantry. And yeah, Musketeers, it brings a amount of historical love to it, because it just seems like the type of people who are just camaraderie ship and loyalty and righteousness were valued, and that is just so lost in today's world. And what a juxtaposition of Charlie Sheen, in this, just being such a gallant human and so inspiring. And yet you go to the real world and what he became, it's so sad. And yeah, and my heart goes out to Charlie Sheen because he's a wonderful human being, and in this, he really shows who he truly could have been and who he is deep down, probably. So yeah, I think Three Musketeers is a fabulous movie. I absolutely love it, and I highly recommend you watch it if you haven't seen it. It's so good, and it's just like, it's the hallmark of Musketeer films. It's 10 out of 10 material for me. It's so good. And it's just, yeah, it just harkens back to an age of and time in movie making when you could make these kinds of great films, that just feel good to watch and have incredible characters. So yeah, Three Musketeers, loved it. So good, so good.